Good morning, children. Today I am going to teach you and revise you the lesson Children at Work. Now, children, in this lesson, I would like to tell you that there are many children at a very small age they work. The reason can be anything. They might be not want to continue their studies. Maybe their family members they want them to earn. And children, here is the case in this story where Velu is a boy of 11 years and he ran away from house simply because his father used to beat him very much. His father was a alcoholic drinker. So whenever he needs money, all the brother and sister Velu and his three sisters they used to work. So whenever they used to work, they earn some money. The father used to snatch the money and he used to drink wine or alcoholic drink. So for this reason, Velu had to. He was often beaten by his father in a very cruel manner, and for this reason, Velu had to move away from his house. He ran away, and now children, what problem he had faced, okay, who had accompanied him, where he went, this all we will read in this lesson. Now, Venu is an 11-year-old boy. He ran away from home. He was wandering around for hours before getting on a train to Chennai without ticket. So children, he sat on a train and he was wandering for many hours because he was not having money and he was not knowing that which train he had to sit. Well, anyhow, he had sit in the Kanyakumari Express, and the Kanyakumari Express pulled at a Chennai station. It stopped, it halted at the Chennai station. Venu got down and sat on a bench. He got down and sat on a bench. He had never before seen so many people with their luggage. So he had not seen many people with their luggage. The noise was terrible. He was feeling tired, miserable and hungry. Now children, when he went to the city, he was not knowing anybody. He was not having any money. He was not aware that where he should go. So he was very sadly, his condition was very miserable. And he sat on the bench. He was very hungry also. In his bundle, he carried a shirt, a towel and a comb. He was having only one bundle where he was having his one shirt, one towel and a comb. He had neither money nor ticket. Now children, he was not having any money also and he was not having any ticket also. He heard the rough voice and suddenly children, when he was sitting very sadly, he put his head down between his leg, his head was bent also. Suddenly he heard the voice of a girl. It was a very rough voice of a girl, and she was also of around of the same age. The girl was carrying a big bag. She was carrying a big bag. She was picking up plastic cups and putting them into the sack. So what she was doing, children, wherever the plastics cup were there, here and there lying on the station, she was putting those cup and she was putting in her bag, in a sack. And then finally she told that her name is Jaya. She sat down next to him. She said she could find some food for him to eat. She sat down next to him and she found some food to eat. She stood up to go. Velu had nowhere else to go, so he ran after her. The two got to the road. Smoke and dust made Velu a head spin. Now children, lot of pollution was seen on the road. He came from the village, there was hardly any pollution. Now lot of pollution he was seeing on the road, and lot of dust was there, okay, and his head started spinning. The girl dragged him to the other side of the street. She dragged him to the other side of the road. She took him to a bridge. Velu peeped over the railing. The road under him ran to the city. Now children, she took him on the other side of the bridge. Velu peeped over the railing. The road under him ran to the city. Velu saw big buildings in the distance. Jaya warned him not to get caught, otherwise he would be in jail. His bare feet burned on the hot tar road as he walked. They finally stopped in front of a big building. A marriage was going to be performed inside. Behind the hall was a garbage heap. So children, anyhow, she took him to the big building, and it was a marriage was going to be performed inside. Behind the hall was a garbage heap. The girl picked up crushed bananas and a vada which Velu ate unwillingly. Now children, she took him to the place where all the garbage was lying. Okay, um, there some pieces of vada were lying, and then a crushed banana. Velu was unwilling. He did not want to eat that food from the garbage, but then children, he don't have any option because he was not having any money. He knew nobody where he could get food, so he don't have any option except that he ate that food. He felt better that the girl went to home to drop her full bag and get another one. Velu also joined her. Now children, Jaya and Velu walked along the road and came to a bridge across a dirty drain. They came to a row of huts built not out of wood, built out of wood, plastics and the sheets. It was Jaya's village. She dumped her sack there and gave him a pair of old shoes, a sack and a stick. He wondered that what work she wanted him to do. She told him that they were rag pickers. They collected things from rubbish, bin like paper, plastic and glass. It was sold to Jagu, a junk dealer. Velu don't have any option except to become a rag picker. And children, he decided finally, at first he was not willing, but then he finally decided that he would become a rag picker until he found some better job. So children, he was engaged in some work and he did the same work which she was doing it, Jaya was doing it. So children, Jaya, she was like a friend to him. She helped him in all the condition. Okay, we have already done the first one. Okay, this portion we have already done. Okay, when the Kanyakumari, once again I am explaining you, we are at page number 7 of your book. It so happened, page number 7 and lesson number 2. When the Kanyakumari Express pulled in at Chennai Central, it took Velu some time to get off. Now children, so when Kanyakumari Express, it took some time to halt Velu. It took Velu some time to get off from the train. When he finally stood on the platform, his legs felt wobbly as if he was still on a moving train. So wobbly means children, the movement of the, he was feeling that he is still in the train and the movement of the leg was, children, he felt that his whole leg is moving to and fro, which was moving exactly like inside the train. And he felt as if he is in a moving train. Oh, out of the way. A porter went up with a loaded trolley. Velu jumped aside. Now children, suddenly a porter went up with a loaded trolley and he told Velu to move aside. He jumped. He sat on a bench on the platform, putting a small bundle down, and children, he had nowhere to go. He did not have money. The city was a new one to him. So he was feeling quite helpless. In all his 11 years, he had never seen so many people which he had seen at that station. There was a chaos. People walked by bumping into him with their suitcases. A voice announced something on a loudspeaker. Near him, a group of people sat on their luggage. So some people were sitting on the bag, some people were sitting on their luggage, looking at a TV hanging from the roof. The noise was terrible. Velu put his head down on his knees, feeling miserable and exhausted. Now, children, very. So, children, she took it with him to the place. Okay, she took him to the place uh, where he went, and she was helping every moment to him, like he was not able to cross the road. It was Jaya who dragged him from the road, and she told, you will become a chutney, you will stand in the middle of the road. Not only that, children, she took him to the place where a marriage was going to take place, and in the garbage lot of food were there. So she told him that he should eat that crushed banana and vada which was thrown by the people there. He did not want to eat that thing, but then she forced him to eat, because she knew that he is not having money and nobody is there to give him food. Well, children, we are doing the second part. Velu followed his friend through the crowded street to a big building. Behind the building, there is a big garbage bin. Velu wonder why they are there at all. Now, children, behind the building there is a garbage bin. Velu is surprised. He is thinking that why she has brought him near that place, near the garbage. He caught up with the girl as she was leaving the station. When they got to the road, Velu found that the vehicles kept coming and never stopped for anyone. Smoke and dust flew at him from all sides, making his head spin. They had to wait for a long time before they could find a cab to run through. Velu kept hesitating, and the girl finally dragged him to the other side. What do you think you are doing? Grazing cows? If you stand around in the middle of the road like that, you will be chutney. So she told him that if you will be standing in the middle of the road like that, you will become chutney. Velu's heart was still beating fast. He looked back at Central Station and the traffic speeding by. How had they managed to come through that? They walked along the side of the road under some huge signboard. Now, children, there was some huge signboards were there, and they come. They both came there. Velu looked up at the pictures, banyans, car tires, pens, a woman holding a box. The writing was all in English, so he did not know what it meant. Now, children, Velu looked up at the pictures, banyans, then in the picture car tires was there, pens was there, a woman holding a box. The writing was all in English, so he was not able to know that what it meant. The girl turned onto a wide bridge and walked up. Velu stopped and feet over the railing. Under him, the road ran into the city. In the distance, he could see huge buildings and towers and more roads. See that big buildings with the wall around it. If you are not careful, you will soon be counting cars there. The girl grinned and pointed at a huge big building. Velu squinted and read the tunnel sign Central Jail. Now she told him that if you will not be very careful, you will be behind the bar, and that was the building where you will be going. And what was that building? It was Central Jail. Why? I haven't done anything wrong. Now Velu told him, why should I go to the jail? I haven't done anything wrong. You don't have to do anything, just don't get caught, that's all. She told him, you don't have to do anything, even if you will do the wrong thing, you will be safe if you will not be caught. So in this way, children, she was guiding Velu directly or in an indirect manner. What does she mean? Velu wonder. Now when she told you don't have to do anything, just don't get caught. What does she mean? Velu wonder. Meanwhile, the girl was already heading down the bridge with a sack on her shoulder. What was in it? He had seen her putting plastic cups into it at the station. So what he had seen her putting the plastic cups into it at the station. What are you carrying in that bag? Things, bottle, paper. So she told that I am putting things, bottle and paper. Velu wondered what she was doing with them, but he felt shy to ask any more questions. It was still morning, but the sun blasted down on the tar and Velu bare feet on. So children, it was still morning, but the sun blasted down on the tar and Velu bare feet burned. It was not like walking on a mud road. He was soaked with the sweat. He tried hard to walk in the shade and keep up with the girl at the same time. She walked really fast. How far away was the food? Now, children, he was feeling very hungry. He wanted to know how far is the food. After almost an hour of walking, they stopped in front of a big building. So, children, they stopped in front of the big building. Sri Rajeshwari Prasanna Kalyana Mandapam. Now, children, read Velu slowly. Now, Velu had read what was there. He read very slowly. It was written there, Sri Rajeshwari Prasanna Kalyana Mandapam. A sign which later made of flowers said groom J.B. Vinayagan bride Rani. So children, the name of the bride and the bridegroom was written with the flowers. Velu stared at the big cars parked outside. Where Velu was staring at the big car which was parked outside. One of the cars had a flower garland and rose tapped onto it. The girl looked around, pulled one off quickly and stuck it in her hair. Come on, she said. Are we going to eat here? Asked Velu, looking at the huge hall and the people inside. Now he told girl, are we going to eat here in this hall, or where a large number of people were there? Hope, said the girl, shaking her thumb under his nose. Hope, now she told Hope, said the girl, shaking her thumb under his nose. She led him behind the hall. There was a big garbage bin overflowing with rubbish. Now children, there was a big garbage bin was there, overflowing with rubbish. Okay, two goats were standing on the pile, and two of the goats were also standing on the pile, fighting for a banana leaf. They were fighting for the banana leaf. A cloud of light buzzed around their legs. Now children, when they went there, a lot of cloud of flies buzzed around their legs. There was a rotten smell in the air. A rotten type, a foul smell was coming in the air. The girl picked up a squashy banana and held it out to Velu. Now she picked up one squashy banana and she held it out to Velu. Here's your food. Velu was shocked. Are we going to eat their leftover? Now Velu was shocked. She told that, are we going to eat their leftover? Che, what do you think I am? A dog? I only take untouched food. Now Velu told, I don't want to eat all this thing. I never eat leftover. Are we a dogs or what? Here's some more cash. She threw him a vada. Velu looked at it with distaste. Now children, Velu did not feel like eating it. Come on, hero, eat. If you think I like it, I told you I will find you something to eat. Now she told, I am giving you because I have promised you that I will be giving you something to eat. Don't think I have money to buy food for you. Now she told that I don't have money to buy food for you. You would better eat what you get until you have your own money. And she very frankly, she told him one thing. Until you have got your own money, if you are having your own money, then it's okay. Otherwise, till you on, you can buy anything and you can eat. Till then, you have to eat with this. Velu hesitated, but his stomach squeezed him again. He gulped down the banana and butter. His stomach felt better immediately. He could have eaten at least 10 times more, but the girl could find only one more banana which she ate herself. Now children, even that leftover food were not enough for them. Velu wanted to eat more. Okay, and though he was feeling better immediately, okay, and he could have eaten at least 10 times more, but the girl could find only one more banana which she had ate herself. It's too early. They have only eaten tiffin. Now she told him, it's too early. They have only eaten tiffin. If you are still hungry, you will have to wait for them to finish lunch. You can wait if you want. I have to work. I'm going. Now she told him, if you want to eat more, till now they have just had a tiffin. Okay, and if you want to have more, let them have their lunch, and then you will get some more leftover here. But I have to go because I've got a work. I'm good. She picked up a couple of bottles from the heap and threw it into her sack. Naturally, she picked some more bottle from the heap and she threw it into her sack. Then she walked off. Velu panicked. said if the girl left him, he had no idea where he was and what to do. Now children, for the first thing Velu thought, if that girl will leave him, then first of all he is not knowing that he is in which area and he is in which place. He will not know where he have to go. It was better to stick to her. She seemed to know her way around. Now he thought that it is better to stay with her only, and he ran after her again. He called. He did not even know the girl's name. What is your name? He asked, hurrying behind her. Now children, for the first time, Velu realized that the girl who is helping him so much, he even did not know her name. So he is asking for the name. I'm not following you. What then? Who bought you food? Can I come with you? Where are you going? So she stopped and she turned around. Oh, so you have been following me around without even knowing my name, Jaya. So she was a good girl. She told her that you are following me without even knowing my name, Jaya. I'm not following you. So he told, I'm not following you. Can I come with you? Where are you going? What then? The girl told, who got you food? Now the girl told, it is me who had helped you in having something for your food. What then? Who has got your food? Can I come with you? Where are you going? Come if you want. The bag is full. I have to go home to get another one. Now she told that my work is over. One bag is full and I have to do a lot of work. I have to fill another work, so I have to go. So children, we will be discussing the question answer of comprehension check on page number 30. Can Velu read Tamil and English? How do you know? Velu could not read signs board in English, but he read the Tamil sign on the central jail. Then, if you are not careful, you will soon be counting bars there. The girl said, what is she referring to? She is referring to the central jail. What does she mean when she says, if you are not careful? She pointed out to Velu that doing wrong was not so important as escaping the police or getting caught. The sentence is, don't have to do anything, just don't get caught, that's all. Now, question number 3, part 1. Where did the girl lead Velu to? The girl led Velu to a marriage hall. What did they get to eat? They get some food from the garbage bin. It was leftover food. What work did she do? She did the work of rag picking. Now children, comprehension 15. What material are the stranger hut made out of? The strange huts are made out of tin sheets, bricks, wood and plastic. Why does Velu find them strange? Velu find those huts strange because in his own village the huts were made of mud and palm leaves. What sort of thing did Jaya and children like her collect, and what did they do with those things? Jaya and her children like her collected paper, plastic, glass. Okay, they sold all that to Kabaddi or a junk dealer. Is Velu happy or unhappy to find work? Listen to your answer. Velu is not at all happy. He had never done such a dirty job in his village. So, children, this was comprehension check of page number 15. But before that, I have to explain the third part of the story. So now we are doing the third part. There is row of huts near some dirty puddles. Outside one of the huts, Jaya dumps herself. Grateful to his friend, Velu thinks of the day ahead. Now children, Jaya goes to her house. It was a strange type of society which the Velu had seen. Jaya and Velu walked along the roads for half an hour until they came to a bridge across a dirty trickle of water. We are in Triplicane now. See, that's Buckingham Canal, said Jaya. Jaya is passing a comment. She is studying. That is a Buckingham Canal and she is in Triplicane. Velu stared. This was a canal. Near some puddles of water was a row of the strangest hut he had ever seen. So there was a puddle of water, and near that puddle of water he had seen some strangest hut. They were built out of all sort of things: metal, sheet, tire, brick, wood, and plastic. So these were the things of which the huts were made of. They stood crookedly and looked as if they would fall any moment. Children, the huts were standing in a very odd manner. It looked as if the whole hut can fall any moment. Is this where you live? These houses are strange, said Velu. In our village, the houses are made of mud and palm leaves. So she told, in our village, the houses are made of mud and palm leaves. Jay went around to one of the huts and dumped her sack outside. Then she picked up an empty one. Now, children, Jaya, she went inside and she dumped whatever she had put in the rack sack. And children, she came back again with an empty one. She threw him a pair of old shoes without laces and put a sack and a stick into his hand. Velu was confused. Now Jaya had given him one pair of a stick and a old shoes without the laces. The only work he had ever done was on the land on a farm, weeding and taking cows out to play. Now children, Velu had done only one job till now. And what was that job? He had done weeding and taking cows out to graze. Are there any farms in the city? He asked. Yeah, so he is asking for that job. He wanted to have to do that job. Plain is asking, are there any cows and farms in the city? She laughed and thumped her stick on the ground. Farms? There are no farms here. We are rag picker. So she told for the first time to him that she is a rag picker and there is no farm here. Rag pickers, see my sack full of things I collected. So she told, yes, we are rag pickers, and you can see the things which I have collected from where as well, from rubbish bin. Whereas she told that we are collecting the thing from the rubbish bin only. From where we will collect? You collect rubbish. Velu had never heard of such a thing. Now children, Velu is very much surprised. He is not aware that this type of job is also there in the city. So he is telling, have you collected those rubbish from rubbish bin? Velu had never heard of such a thing. I, blockhead. Now she told him, blockhead is not any rubbish, only paper, plastic, glass, such things. She told, this will not come in rubbish. I am only to eat paper, plastic, glass. We will sell it to Jam Bazaar, Jagu. So she told me, this thing we will take to Jam Bazaar and we will sell all this thing to Jagu. Velu was puzzled. He had heard of people throwing away rubbish, but why would anybody want to buy rubbish? Not even Jagu is still surprised. He is thinking, people throw away rubbish, they clean their house, they throw the rubbish, but why these people, why she is selling all those rubbish to Jagu, and why he is interested in the other people to buy that rubbish, to buy those rubbish. Who is Jam Bazaar Jagu? Why he is buying all these things? So Jagu asked her that who is this Jam Bazaar Jagu and why is he buying all these things? You think he buys it for show? He sell it to a factory. Come on, I don't have time to waste like this. So she is telling, he's not buying it for showing and all this thing. He sell all this to a factory. Come on, I don't have time to waste like you. Velu did not move. He hadn't run away and come to this new place to dig through garbage bin. Jaya pocketed him with her stick. So Jaya pocketed him with her stick, and she told him that he should start his work like her. He should also be ready to put all these things if he want to survive there in the city. So children, Velu did not move. He hadn't run away and come to the new place to dig through garbage bin. Jaya poked at him with her stick. Look here, she shouted. If someone gets there before us, we don't get anything. So she was again forcing him. She told him, if there are many rag pickers in the city, and if somebody will go before us, then we will not get even that. Don't just stand there posing, big hero. I am trying to help you. She told me, see, I am trying to help you. Otherwise, you will not have able to eat also. Okay. And you filled your stomach today. She is telling, I am trying to help you, and today I have helped you in filling your stomach. Now, every day I cannot do like that too. While you stretch his head and sigh, I will do it for now, he thought, until I find a better job. Now, children, he is telling Jagu, Velu is thinking that he has to do unless he will find some better job. And this children thought he start to work again. So children, with this I end my lesson here. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.